coming in for a landing over at Bill's. I never tire of coming over here and digging for records. It's been well over a year, and we're getting hammered up in the mountains with snow, which is great. Down here it's just rain, but we do need it, and we'll see what I find over here. You know, I've done so well picking records, and now of course I have Bill and Ted's house. Bill and Ted's most excellent vinyl adventure. All right, I'll see you over there. Over these hoses. Okay, I'm back. I got to step over these hoses, down this corridor, into the records. What's this? All of these records. What do we have here? What is beat? So far, I'm looking at this on Wand, The Animals with Eric Burdon in the beginning, and a 10cc Greatest Hits. That guy did Chevy Van, right, in the 70s. Best of Buddha. Huh. Oh, there's Tony OK America. Check that out. Maybe. I have this vanilla fudge. It's not very good, really. Years after. Gracelet Solo. Now that slide, the record is just beat. Nice jacket. Yeah, Tim Hardin's really good. And I have that Delaney and Bonnie. That's interesting. I love these jackets, man. So cool. Bonnie Raitt. It's that Tommy box. So I did pretty good. It's really raining out here, and it was fun to be back in Bill's garage, and I'll show you later on what I did get. This is my first Kate Bush record on vinyl ever. I have a lot of her music on CD, but this is just really, really terrific. So it's really been quite a ride, a wild ride this last year, 2023, digging at Bill's garage. And now my friend Ted, after years, we used to play guitar together. I met him at Tower Records here in Reno. They closed around 2004. He managed a Berkeley store and in Anaheim, California, Orange County. And he is selling me some of his records. So that's really great. And I've been supplying him with some things he's wanted. He's more into his CDs. But I'm going to get started with this. Steve Carlson sent me a wonderful gift, and what timing! I got it the day before Christmas. He sent me the soundtrack from the Todd Haynes film, The Velvet Underground, a documentary film by Todd Haynes. And, you know, I spun both sides of this. This is just absolutely wonderful. I love Velvet Underground. I was into Lou Reed actually first in the early 70s, and then I acquired a taste for Velvet Underground, Waiting for the Man, songs like that, Sweet Jane, all of that. But Rock and Roll Animal, Lou Reed, is what I was really into back in the day. So thank you, Steve. This is just absolutely wonderful. And, you know, Todd Haynes did the great I'm Not There film, where it shows Dylan on his feminine side, you might say, a very artful film. And he also, Kate Blanchett is just a favorite of mine. He also did Carol. The great Todd Haynes, film director, and I love collecting films by the directors. I'm going to show you what I got at Bill's Garage on that last haul, the video you just saw. And here's Keep On Moving, Paul Butterfield Blues Band. Love this record. Of course, this is after Bloomfield left. This is a good record. And then Bill and his friend had a couple of records, and I went over, knocked on Bill's door, and he sold me a stereo copy of Flowers, Rolling Stone. I did not have this, so it's very kind of him to cut loose with this for me, because I was just missing Flowers. And this sounds really good. You know, usually the mono sounds best on the earlier, but with Flowers, this stereo does sound really great. So thank you, Bill, for that. Absolutely. And then there are a couple of Beach Boys titles. This is a UK press, and I just collect anything Beach Boys, and my friend Ted does as well. You should see his CD collection. It's as big as this, all Beach Boys and Beach Boys related. It's just so cool. But this is the Beach Boys 20 Golden Greats. And this is a great lineup. And this is on EMI Capital, but this is imported. There's the nice hype from the UK. And I love these UK labels. There we go. For the UK Capital on EMI. And something very interesting, and I never had, this is just so clean, out of Bill's Garage. This is the MIU album, and this is pretty obscure. You just don't see it. So very nice to add to my Beach Boys collection. And here is a great photo of Brian and the boys. And then I was missing one Doors album from the studios, and that's the Soft Parade. So I have a nice copy. This does sound good. It has a hole punch here, and I don't care. This really sounds just terrific. And this is on the red Electra. This is a original press on the red Electra. And then I did pick up that Animals with Eric Burdon in the beginning on Wand. And I got to tell you, this is just a really good listen. I was concerned that it just wasn't going to be very good. First of all, here's the wax on Wand. And I love to have, you know, the Kingsmen are on Wand. But this just sounds great. You know, and Eric Burdon is just by far one of the best British blues singers, way up there. And, you know, this has Bo Diddley on it, Dimples, Boom Boom, Let It Rock. I'm Almost Grown, and Sea Jam Blues. This is a cooker. This is a really nice album. And I couldn't leave behind Living in America in the Shrink from our old-timey brick and mortar Mirabelli's store here in Reno. And this is, no, it's not sealed, but I love this track. I don't know about you. But JB, I like this one, and this really helped JB with a comeback, with popularity, and of course this is from Rocky IV. And there's the back cover. And then I was just so impressed, and I did not have, I believe this is the last record by The Move, right? And, you know, Roy Wood and Jeff Lynne is on here too, Bevan. And, you know, I saw these boys in ELO. I got to see Roy Wood twice with ELO in the early 70s. And this wonderful record, both sides. Now I need to get the very first The Move on vinyl. I don't have it. And yes, from Bill's, I have this, but I couldn't pass up another nice Warren Zevon on his debut, Carmelita. I just love this album. This is my favorite. It really is. Muhammad's Radio, I'll Sleep When I'm Dead, Join Me in LA, Desperados, Under the Eaves is just amazing. French Inhaler, Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me. I like Warren's version more than Linda's a lot. And, you know, again, I've said it before, Carmelita, it's just more real when Warren's singing it than Linda. Love Linda Ronstadt. And then Frank and Jesse James is the opener for this. And yes, here's that Kate Bush, The Kick Inside. And I did a little note about this record, so just wonderful to have. And what's interesting, I don't have any Kate Bush on vinyl, and I'm getting her more and more and more. It's taken me a really long time. I have 2 playlists on my phone that I stream in the car, and I'm liking her more and more. I think I'll do Hounds of Love next, and Red Shoes. Yeah, I like Kate Bush. Now, this was very, very cool to find, because I do like and listen to the Captain, and that's Frank's friend, Captain Beefheart, and this is from about 1974, and this is just cool to have. I only have 2 Captain Beefheart on vinyl, and I would like to get Trout Mask. I really would, because Ella Guru, as kids, we all love that song, and I know it's a very almost inaccessible record, but I like Trout Mask, I really do. And I listen to Captain Beefheart once in a while. And this, guys, is on a white label promo for this Captain Beefheart record. Now, this is going to blow your mind. Bill allowed me to have one of his treasures. And, I mean, I'm just going to keep this. My son, Sean, will be getting into David Bowie because I'll make him. And this is Changes Bowie. This is the repress from 1990 on Ryko. This is on the clear vinyl. I mean, this is just awesome. I've already spun this. I love it. Thanks, Bill. It's not going anywhere, and it's a nice way to cap off over a year of digging at your house. And check this out. You know, I've spent a lot of money. Hopefully he got what he wanted to get out of it, and I definitely got what I wanted to get out of it. And all of Bill's records I just keep together, and that's what I'm going to do with Ted's too. I'm going to have a Bill and a Ted section. Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Vinyl Adventure. So with that, I'm going to just flip through some of Ted's records. And guys, I'll see you in 2 weeks. I'm not going to do a video next week. I'll wait for 2 weeks, and I'm going to have something special to show you. It's gonna be another adventure. All right, let's have a great 2024. Check out some of Ted's records. Cool. And this is the U.S. Press Rainbow Capital, and this is Ted's personal that he bought when he was a kid. He sold it to me. Wonderful to have it. I did not have Beatles 65. And here's a cutout, Tower Records stock for a cutout. And I didn't have Mind Games, so this is just wonderful to have. And this is simply on the green Capitol, later pressing, and this record sounds great, it really does. And I've really been into John Hyatt lately, and this is 2-Bit Monsters. This is sealed. And there's John on the back, and I do want to get a couple of early John Hyatt And Stolen Moments is just a favorite. I don't have that. Now this is interesting. Ted had a red and a blue, and this was directly from Capitol Records in Los Angeles. And so this is original source. The guy from Capitol asked Ted, do you want these? And he says, sure, I'll take them. He's the store manager. So these are gold stamp promos. They sound really good. I was thinking about buying the new red and blue. I think I much prefer the red and the blue in originals. Now this is probably a second pressing, but they sound just great. I'm just so pleased to have these. And here's the blue, and I'll show you the gold stamp promo. And yes, these are later pressings. I don't really care. Nice to have these, and I'll treasure these and keep all of Ted's records together, just like all of Bill's records I'm keeping in the same spot pretty much. And for Bring the Family, that was John Hyatt's Left Eye, I believe, through the spindle hole on the Capitol record label for the blue. This is just great to have. I thought I had it. I saw this at Ted's house and he sold it to me. Really stoked to have this. Many say this is the very best John Hyatt record, and it's just way up there. It really is. With a really nice hype. Have a Little Faith in Me. Now check this out, right? Attila. He sold it to me. This is in the shrink, and this is that later pressing. It's still rare, it's still valuable, people want it. And this is from Backtrack Records and Tapes. The later pressing of this. Still hard to find, and people, as I said, they do want it. And my favorite is the first track here on this Attila record. It's really good. And lastly, one of my all-time favorite bands in the land, Scotland's own Teenage Fan Club. And here it says, become Teenage Fan Club for the day. I love it. Norman 3, Raymond 1, Brendan 4, Gerhard 2. And there's a great cover on here. The boys do a fantastic Flying Burrito Brothers cover of Older Guys, the Graham Parsons and Chris Hillman pen song. This is a great 4-song EP, it really is. Here's the label. And the poster is intact. Well, thanks for checking these out, and I'll see you in a couple weeks on the very next video, and it should be a good one, as I said. All right, take care.